Good afternoon, everybody. Match 15 of the 1995 Cricket World Cup was played today in Faisalabad. It was the group match between Kenya versus South Africa. Only the second match that Faisalabad is hosting this World Cup. It hosted the opening match between Australia and England at the start of the tournament. South Africa knew that a victory today would see them into the World Cup quarterfinals along with Sri Lanka and Australia. The pitch was dry and dusty. And Hansi Cronje won the toss and elected to bat first for South Africa. He felt like his side could get a decent score on this pitch. Who's the Kenyan captain called? We've fucking forgotten who the Kenyan captain is. Fuck's sake. Maurice Odumbe said he would have elected to bat first. On this pitch as well, because he felt like the pitch would deteriorate as the game went. It was slightly overcast at Faisalabad, and this was the outcome of the match. Apologies for we're just not in a great mood today. Comprehensive win for South Africa. South Africa's highest ever total in World Cups and their highest ever total in one-day internationals, 321 for 3 from their 50 overs. But have a look at the scorecard there. I mean, Hudson fouled again, back in the starting lineup, out for 19. Cronje continued his good form with his first 50 of the tournament, 65 of 72 deliveries. There was 40 for Darryl Cullinan off 69 deliveries. He struggled a bit, but then once he got his first boundary, he got fluently. But look at that innings from Gary Kirsten, 188 off 165 balls. He was the highest ever individual score by a batsman in World Cup history, beating the 181 that Desmond Haynes scored against Zimbabwe in 1987. I think that was at Delhi. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, of course it was. That was at Bombay. Desmond Haynes hit 181 off 136 deliveries, I think, against Zimbabwe at Delhi in the 1987 World Cup. Kirsten went past that. He was 1 run short or 2 runs short from setting a new world record. He was 1 run short of breaking Vivian Richards' world record score of 189 against England at Old Trafford in Manchester in 1985. He was out off the penultimate ball of the innings, 188 off 165 balls, the highest ever individual score by a South African in one-day internationals, and agony for him. He smiled as he went off the pitch. He actually said in the post-match presentation, obviously he won man of the match, he said he didn't know that he was that close to Vivian Richards' record, but he did say Vivian Richards deserves to hold the record. He's the best batsman probably in the game's history, he said, and he's probably definitely the best one-day batsman ever. Very humble words from Gary Kirsten. 1 run short of a new world record score in one-day international. 321 for 3 from their 50 overs. Caddice faced 1 ball towards the end of the innings for 0 not out. Maurice Odumbe 1 for 33, 22 for 0 for Edward Odumbe. Thomas Sodoyo very expensive, 0 for 64. Kareem 0 for 42. David Tickolo back in the starting lineup, very expensive, 1 for 66, 1 for 52 for Martin Suji. Rajib Ali, I think, was the best bowler he bowled. I think it was something like 7 or 8 overs, 0 for 38. In response, Kenya actually were quite comfortable. They never looked like getting them out, to be honest with you. The pitch probably won in the end. I mean, that top 4, Deepak Chudasama 29, Kennedy Otieno 27, Steve Ticklo's 65 of 102 balls was fantastic. Maurice Odumbe, a gritty 26 of 53 deliveries. They lost wickets towards the end, but it didn't really matter, to be honest with you. They lost 5 wickets. They lost 5 wickets for just... lost their last 5 wickets for just 25. Lost their last 5 wickets for 25 runs, but they batted the full 50 overs, score 199 for 7. 26 for Odumbe, getting back to that. 2 for Hitesh Modi. Thomas Sodoyo out for 4. 6 for Edward Odumbe, and in the end Asif Kareem 16 not out of 23 deliveries and 3 not out of 18 delivered for David Tickolo. South Africa's bowling wasn't as penetrative as it was against England, but in the end, 322, they never looked like chasing it. Kenya, respectable target. Cronje continued his fantastic all-round tournament, 3 for 28 off 10 overs. Caddice, 0 for 26. and Pollock 0 for 19. McMillan bowled terrifically well, 2 for 34, 2 for 41 for Alan Donald, and the star bowler Craig Matthews didn't get a wicket again today. He went for 38 runs and bowled a few wides. That will be slightly concerning for South Africa, but South Africa got the runs on the board. So the final summary of this match between Kenya versus South Africa at Faisalabad. South Africa won the toss and let their bat first on a dry, dusty pitch in slightly overcast conditions. They made their highest ever one-day total of 321 for 3, the highest total in World Cups. So their highest total in Cricket World Cup, the highest total in World Cups in the Cricket World Cup today, the first total of 300 in this World Cup. Kirsten 188 off 165 deliveries out of the penultimate ball of the innings as he finished 1 run short of Vivian Richards' world record of 189 against England back in 1985, and a 65 from a captain, Hansi Cronje. Kenya got nowhere near it, didn't even attempt to chase 321 runs. They batted out their full 50 overs score, 199 for 7, a 50 for 65 for Steve Tickler for 101 deliveries, and 3 for 28 for Hansi Cronje, who completed a very good all-round match. South Africa winning comprehensively in the end by 122 runs. A man of the match for his 188 off 165 balls was Gary Kirsten, the highest ever score in a World Cup innings, and the highest ever score by a South African batsman, and agonisingly 1 run short of Vivian Richards' world record against England 10 years ago. South Africa winning by 122 runs, the second largest victory in this competition, the second largest margin of victory in this competition, and it means that South Africa are through to the quarterfinals with 2 games to go. They're back to the top of Group 1. Their next match against Australia will decide who effectively wins the group. Kenya still third in the table. England will be slightly concerned that their run rate is not good, but England have got Holland in a few days' time, and Pakistan now know that they have to beat both Kenya, Holland, and potentially England to qualify for quarterfinals. But South Africa, the third country to qualify for World Cup quarterfinals, comprehensive performance. Tomorrow's match, New Zealand versus the United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates looking to cause another upset, and it's the New Zealand side have yet to click in this World Cup, especially with a bat so far in this tournament. UAE will feel that they could cause an upset tomorrow, but you would expect New Zealand to grab their second win of the tournament tomorrow. However, if the United Emirates can beat the West Indies, then surely then they may have a chance against New Zealand. Let's have a look at the star players for the South Africans. Let's have a look at the star players for the South Africans. Kirsten, new World Cup record score of 188. A terrific performance from him. Let's have a look at the 2 star players for South Africa. Craig Matthews has had another pretty average game. His average now gone up to 38 with the ball. 3 wickets in 3 matches at an average 38, and I think all those 3 wickets came against England as well. So he's really struggled in these conditions. But to be honest with you, if you have a look at the star players, most of the bowlers have struggled. Cronje, 142 runs in 3 innings. His first 50 of the tournament. His average now gone up to 71 with the ball. 71 with the bat, sorry. 142 runs in 3 innings, an average of 71. His average now gone up with a bat, and 5 wickets in 3 matches, an average of 13. Definitely having a wonderful tournament, and definitely contender for all round of the tournament. But you have a look at the star bowlers, there isn't really much. I mean, Steve Waugh's a part-time bowler, averaging 15. The only bowler that's looked anywhere near good in this tournament, I'd say, is probably Arnold Crumbley with his average of 13, but he hasn't got a load of wickets, I don't think. I think Crumbley has only got 5 wickets in 3 matches. Well, it's not really been a tournament for the star bowlers so far. So yeah, there you go, a comprehensive win for South Africa. South Africa, the third country to qualify for quarterfinals. I think they look absolutely superb in this World Cup. Along with them and Sri Lanka look the 2 outstanding teams. Australia winning games, but they're not playing well. The first total of 300 in this World Cup, and congratulations to Gary Kirsten, and also unlucky to Gary Kirsten, out of the penultimate ball of the innings as he was about to beat Vivian Richards' world record of 189. Tomorrow's match, United Arab Emirates against New Zealand. New Zealand looking to at last click with a bat in this World Cup and produce a convincing performance. They won comfortably enough against the poor Zimbabwe side, but they were absolutely destroyed by India. UAE looking to bounce back after their disappointing batting performance against India. Their bowlers have been outstanding in this World Cup so far. So, till tomorrow's match between United Arab Emirates and New Zealand, this is me, Lawrence Howe, reporting on my 1995 Cricket World Cup being played here in Brian Lara Cricket and PlayStation here in Pakistan. And congratulations to South Africa, they're the third country to qualify for World Cup quarterfinals. Until tomorrow's match, it's bye-bye from me.